Right now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, 4 people are dead after a teen opened fire at a Georgia high school. Police say the accused shooter was on their radar a year before the killings.
Plus, the search continuing for 2 boaters in Old Saybrook. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin with the latest details on all of this morning.
And when the school bus's stop sign goes up, it's the driver's cue to stop. We're talking about the new technology that Bridgeport is introducing to keep kids safe.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning, everyone. We stay local at 8 o'clock, and we're glad you're with us for a brand new hour. I'm Keith McGilfrey.
And America Areas, good morning. Thanks for starting off your day here with us. We are talking about the weather outside as we take a live look, checking out the views from all across Connecticut. Hartford, Mohegan Sun, Guilford, and New Haven, all looking great. Looks like it's going to be another top 10 day, Matt.
Well, boy, I tell you what, we keep counting those top 10 days. We're going to run out, and we're going to have none for like November and December. I don't know what that'll mean. So we have a forecast that's been very nice all week. We'll keep it going. Seasonal highs. We got the temperatures back up to where they need to be. Now we're going to get the lows up there as well. They've been cool, as you know. Weekend's got some rain in it. We'll talk about that coming up. Satellite radar picture. The only real change is pretty subtle, and that's the wind flow is going to start shifting. Going to be east and southeasterly, and that's going to bring in a little moisture from the Atlantic Ocean. That'll help bump up the dew points a little bit. They're still low, though. 60 degrees in Hartford, 62 in New Haven, 58 in Groton, New London. Here are your dew points in the 50s to... that's it. Yeah, 50s. We thought we had 60 last hour, but not now. It's still fine. 53 degrees for the elementary school students getting on the bus this hour. Loads of sunshine now, loads of sunshine later on. High temperatures close to where they need to be at about 78, 79 degrees. Talk about that weekend forecast and when you can expect the rain coming up. What can you expect on the roads? Rachel Piscatelli, the woman with the answer.
Hey, good morning, Matt. Following an issue over in Hartford this morning, so it is going to cause you quite a bit of a delay as we are dealing with a crash just out by exits 50 and 48 as you're traveling into downtown on that westbound side, just over the Bulkley Bridge. A live look outside showing that we do have that volume, so it does look like that crash may have even cleared at the moment, so just moments ago, but we're still pretty heavy as you're traveling into downtown. So that travel speed looks like this, around 24 miles per hour, taking you just around 13 minutes as you're heading into the downtown area. Here's a live look outside over on 91 now as you're traveling into downtown. That looks like we're looking at some heavy volume. So Windsor to the 84 interchange is 6 minutes. Well, we're also heavy eastbound 84 New Britain Ave to the Hartford Tunnel, a 12-minute drive. Back to you.
Search teams will once again be out in the water looking for the bodies of 2 people missing after their boat crashed on Labor Day.
They are 2 of 9 people who were on that boat, and people in Old Saybrook saying there was a lot going on here, that everybody is connected in this community and everyone knows everyone. It is a tough situation for sure. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin has been on the ground in Old Saybrook for us throughout the duration of this search and is joining us live at 8 o'clock with the latest here. Brooke.
Well, unfortunately, that search is continuing again today. This marks the 4th day of this search for the 2 missing boaters. And sadly, it just is continuing this really long and emotional week for everybody here, including those loved ones of those who are missing. But this all started a few days ago. That's when police say a group of 9 boaters were out on the Labor Day evening. They were coming back from Block Island, and then they crashed into the break wall leading from the Sound right into the Connecticut River. 2 men are still missing this morning. 6 people were hurt, and 1 man was found dead inside the boat. Now, he's been identified as 34-year-old Christopher Hallahan from Westbrook. Officers tell us there's no known cause of this crash at this time, but they're looking into a few different options. This is a local spot that police tell us have been a problem for years. Locals say that they worry about it too. In fact, a year ago this week, another boat crashed into that same wall, injuring 4 people. There was at least 1 similar crash earlier in the summer as well, when 2 people were hurt. The break wall is marked with a light on the very end of it, but avid boaters from this area say there needs to be more of a warning signal put there to make sure that people actually see it when it's dark. Now, as this search continues, there's a pretty heavy presence throughout the town, as many people tell us they were actually friends or at least knew those boaters.
My daughter Lindsay is very upset. They had adjacent lockers through school. I mean, like I said, it's a small town. Everyone is, connected somehow.
And now, as of a few minutes ago, those crews are back out on the water. 8 a.m. is the beginning of the search days. They go from about 8 a.m. to maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And unfortunately, again, we're having to continue this for a fourth day, which is just a lot for those family members to handle. So hopefully today will be the day that they can get some closure. Live in Old Saybrook, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Brooke, thank you so much for that. We will see you again at 9 o'clock.
Well, commuting through Hamden might take you a little bit longer this morning.
The mayor says a sinkhole formed at the intersection of Brook Street, Pine Rock Avenue, and Gorham Avenue. Public Works crews are set to work on emergency repairs starting in about an hour, 9 o'clock this morning. The mayor says the repairs will likely take all day. The state leader is breaking ground today on a new bridge over the Connecticut River. The current bridge connecting Old Lyme and Old Saybrook opened in 1907. It needs to be replaced because it no longer opens or closes properly, the issue causing delays to rail and water traffic. The bridge serves more than 50 daily trains. The new bridge will cost $1.3 billion. And work continuing this morning to give people who live in the Naugatuck Valley a helping hand. People from various agencies and nonprofits on hand in Southbury yesterday to help connect flood victims with resources. And today, the American Red Cross will host its second resource center event from 2 to 7 at the Naugatuck YMCA.
Well, this morning is the first day of school for kids and teachers in Oxford. Officials pushed back the start of classes due to the damage caused by last month's flood. The district was waiting on road repairs so that buses can get to every home. And we're told there are some community bus stops in place now in some neighborhoods. Otherwise, officials expect to have a normal school day. And if you remember back in February, a number of cars were seen on surveillance video speeding past school buses with those stop signs up.
Yeah, not a good idea, folks. It is the law to stop when a school bus starts its flashing red light. Many drivers aren't doing that, and Bridgeport leaders alone say they've caught thousands breaking the law. This afternoon, leaders in the city of Bridgeport will announce a new school bus safety program. It's called the Bus Patrol Program. This academic year, stop arm cameras will be installed on a number of school buses throughout Bridgeport to capture evidence of illegal passings. This morning, West Hartford police say a motorcyclist was injured in a crash. It happened at around 8:30 or so last night on the 900 block of New Britain Avenue. According to police, a vehicle crashed with a motorcycle. The operator of the bike taken to the hospital. No word on that person's condition. That part of New Britain Avenue, should point out, is back open this morning.
8:08 right now, and 4 people are dead. At least 9 others hurt in Georgia after a gunman opened fire inside of a high school just outside Atlanta. Now, this latest incident makes it the country's 30th mass killing this year. And this morning, we're learning that more than a year ago, tips about online posts threatening a school shooting led Georgia police to interview a 13-year-old boy. But investigators did not have enough evidence to arrest him.
Then on Wednesday, officials said that same teen, now 14, opened fire inside his school. The shooter has been identified as Colt Gray. He's being charged as an adult in the deaths of the Apalachee High School students and 2 teachers. Last night, hundreds gathering for a vigil. Some knelt as a Methodist minister led the crowd in prayer after a county commissioner read a Jewish prayer of mourning. And we now know the names of the 4 people who were killed. The 2 teachers, 53-year-old Christina Irami and 39-year-old Richard Aspinwall, and the 2 students, both only 14 years old, Christian Angulo and Mason Schermerhorn. People here in our state speaking out following that shooting.
It's a gut punch. You know, every time this happens, it's a gut punch to me because 76% of the time that this happens, a young person has grabbed the family gun. So we know that this is preventable through safe gun storage. So it's just unnecessary. It's a preventable tragedy, and it has a lot of support on both sides of the aisle. So I don't know why we don't just get together on this one issue. If we can't agree on a lot of stuff, keeping guns out of the hands of young children and teens who might be mad, sad, bad, people who are suffering some type of serious mental illness. It just makes sense for the whole community.
All right, and taking a look at your screen now, we do want to clarify with you that this photo began circulating on social media with claims that it was the suspected shooter. That, folks, not true here. Authorities have not released an image of the shooter. Using a reverse image search, our Verify team traced this photo back to various active shooter training guides, including this video from the Indiana State Police published back in 2016. Remember, misinformation often spreads during breaking news. Make sure to verify before sharing. Some stuff out there, obviously, on the internet certainly turns out to be false.
Of course, as more develops, we will bring you live updates throughout the morning here on Fox 61.
All right. Here in our state, Attorney General William Tong has reached a $425,000 settlement with a gun manufacturer in North Carolina. This over sales of ghost guns and parts in our state where it is illegal. Connecticut banned the sale and receipt of ghost gun parts back in 2019. Officials saying Hellfire Armory continued to sell parts anyway. This is the second settlement reached with ghost gun dealers in our state.
And as we look live at the New York City skyline behind us right now, Connecticut is taking a moment tonight to remember the lives lost during the September 11th terrorist attacks.
Yeah, so this year's ceremony will start at 5:30 at the Sherwood Island State Park. It's in Westport. It will feature a reading of the names of the 161 victims with ties to Connecticut. Every year, the ceremony is held before September 11th in an effort to accommodate family members and friends of the victims who may attend the ceremony at the World Trade Center, of course, in New York City. All right, 12 past the hour. Still to come right here on the Fox 61 Morning News. Not all ads are meant to show support.
Yeah, we're talking about the reason the Philadelphia Eagles are calling this bus stop poster ad of Vice President Kamala Harris counterfeit.
And business for Coca-Cola and PepsiCo are fizzling out in the Middle East, a factor pushing Muslim countries to boycott the popular soda brands ahead.
And space sonification has arrived at 8:45. We're going to listen to the cosmic sounds of exploding stars. They might not sound like you would expect.
And as we head to break this morning, we're taking a live look over our great capital city of Hartford. Things seems to be going smoothly there on the roads. That's some good news. Another check of your weather and the roads as we continue this morning. Stay with us.